What are you talking about that food bar stuff? Didn't your mama teach you anything?
Some of us don't have a mama. We got maws. That's what we got in Louisiana.
No, we all have mamas. Even the sergeant has a mama. Well, maybe not the Sarge.
You know, I just love this profound philosophy you guys keep coming up with on me. I mean, it's never ending.
The breath. So how was your leave?
Always great, man. I got to see Miranda and my kid. Went to Universal and I ate this massive turkey leg. I mean, you would not believe the size of this thing. Highly recommend Universal. I would advise against the turkey leg.
Well, you seem squared away. Not so much on edge, you know?
Yeah, I love you too, Belle.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I went to church and, just trying not to let things that don't matter bother me.
Hello, Jeff. Sorry we had to meet like this.
What happened? What? Who are you?
I'm sorry, my name is Jesus.
Yeah, okay.
Well, given your current set of circumstances, who do you say I am?
Well, I can only figure that I must be dead, and you must be some sort of angel, either to take me to heaven or to hell.
Well, that's close, so I'll let you hold on to that.
Did I die?
Yeah, for the moment.
For the moment. Why here? Why now?
Jeff, I picked this setting. I knew out here on this battlefield you'd never forget the day, the place, the time, the actual hour of the day.
Well, you did a bang-up job there, pal.
It's a sniper! Take cover! Who's got eyes on? Shot came from the east!
About 300 meters eastward!
Jeff! Jeff! Where are you shot? Jeff! Talk to me, buddy!
I need to go check him!
Stand down, Doc! You can't go out there! You'll get shot too!
Bleeding out!
Spark 1-4, Spark 1-4, this is Alpha 1-2. Stand by the copy.
Roger, be advised, we are taking contact at this time, 300 meters east of our position. Stand by for pause rate.
Taking fire from airplane. Sierra, Mike, Bravo, 3913.
6760. How copy, over? Alpha 1-2 actual is down, requesting
Support at this time, over. Roger, that's over. Yeah, put it over.
I got him!
I'm sure this must seem all very traumatic for you.
You think? In my head, I saw my wife, and she was crying. And I saw my daughter. She was all grown up, and she was walking down an aisle, like a church aisle, like she was getting married. I saw a color guard and a flag was also real.
That's the future that you see, Jeff.
So I am dead, and I missed all of it?
Jeff, what I allowed you to see were possible scenarios coming out of today. Basically, right now, you're bleeding out in the alley and dying. But what actually happens going forward today, that's going to be your choice.
That seems fair, but why?
Well, do you remember last Sunday morning? You were lying in bed. You didn't want to go to church. You were tired. You and your family had just gotten back from a vacation, and you weren't too happy about having to redeploy back over here later in the week. But if you'll recall, Miranda pleaded with you to go. And Jeff, she's a faithful servant. She is so precious. I knew when I put you two together, one day you'd be a force to be reckoned with. So, let's talk about this day going forward, shall we?
Yeah, I was tired, but how could you know that?
Oh, Jeff, I know a lot about you. I know everything about you. Like, do you remember back in 1994, that little Zion church out on Route 26? You had just had a birthday. You were 14 years old.
Yeah, Pastor Thompson, he was my pastor there.
Yeah, he's a good man. Well, the night before that Sunday morning, he was preparing his sermon, and I pricked his spirit. And that next morning, he delivered a sermon on everlasting life. And then he gave an altar call. And that's the altar call that saved your life. But then life got in the way. The things of this world kind of clouded your mind. But you still acknowledged me. You acknowledged me because of the things your mother and your Nana Helen had instilled in you at such a young age. And last Sunday morning, you remembered that acknowledgement. And for the very first time, you realized that just being a good person does not guarantee you access to my Father's kingdom.
Yeah, there was a time where I really lived wild. I had a first-class ticket straight to hell.
Yeah, and it's not my wish that you or anybody else go to hell. That's not why I came. I came so that through me, people would be saved. But unfortunately, many men would rather walk in darkness than walk in the light. And I can assure you, Jeff, there's no light in hell. It is darkness. It is torment. It is pain and suffering. And evil rules the day in hell.
But you say you are God. Can't you just show yourself and make yourself real to the world?
Yeah, I can. Actually, I did. But unfortunately for many people, it just wasn't enough.
But why should anybody have to go to hell? I mean, I just know if they could see you and they could see heaven, that they would believe God is love.
I am love, Jeff. But we live in a delicate and fractured world, and there must be balance. And I cannot allow sin to go unpunished. I am a loving God, but I am also just.
Well, you know, I've not exactly been the pinnacle of goodness. I have come short many, many times. What makes me any better than anyone else?
Well, nothing. And everything. If you die here in this street today, there'll be a lot of people that'll be devastated. But life will go on. For your family, Miranda will assume all parenting duties, and Riley will grow up without a father. That's not good, Jeff. Riley, she trusts you more than anything. She needs you there to guide her and protect her and to remind her of how precious she is. If you perish today, her memory of you will just be, well, just a few spotted memories, a flag-draped casket in some obscure airport somewhere. There will be a few tears shed. Maybe your story will make the 6 o'clock news, but basically, you'll fade away as just a painful memory for her. And that is just not my will for your life, Jeff.
I guess I never knew. I just got so caught up in the things of the world and other things, and I never really saw. I remember last Sunday in church, I asked you, what can I do for you? But I never got an answer.
Jeff, I heard your prayer. Why do you think I'm here today?
Then tell me, what can I do?
It's real simple, Jeff. I just want you to go forward and declare my name. Wherever there's a crowd or people gather, just tell them of what you experienced here today. Tell them what you saw. And if you do that, I promise you, I will bless your family with goodness and mercy. I have such great plans for you, Jeff. And one day, you, me, Miranda, and Riley, we will all walk the streets of glory together. And we'll talk about this day. We'll talk about this very conversation that we're having.
And all because I went to that old church outside of town last Sunday.
You cannot escape my grace, even here on this battlefield.
These guys here are my family, and there's not one of them I wouldn't take a slug for.
I know, and I understand. No greater love than for a man to lay down his life for his friend. I trust we have an understanding, you and I?
Solid copy. Oh, sorry, radio talk.
I got it. Well, I must be going, and you have work to do.
Wait, will I see you again or talk to you again?
Well, sure, Jeff, you can talk to me as often as you want to. Not in this form, basically through prayer. And Jeff, I want you to study your Bible. It's my owner's manual for your life. Anything you've ever wanted to know about navigating life is right there in those pages. And I want you to cling to your family and support them. Raise your daughter to be a steadfast and righteous woman of God, and teach her to demand respect as she goes out into the world, and have her be a witness unto me. And lastly, Jeff, support Miranda. She's your rock and she's your foundation. Jeff, she saved your life today. Be well, my son. I love you.
I love you.
Solid copy. I say to you now, rise up. Jeff, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay.
All right, this is scene 1G, take one.